turning grey again. The darkened stage.
Deerhunter are an indie band from the USA, fronted by a guy called Bradford Cox, who also has a solo career under the name Atlas Sound. They were formed in 2001 in Atlanta, Georgia. They've had a medium amount of member shuffling. There's only 2 of them who've been there all the way through, and they have released 8 studio albums. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the 7th album by Deerhunter, and it's my first encounter with them as a band, although I did review one of Bradford Cox's albums under the name Atlas Sound a while back. I would describe it as, not quite sure, indie rock crossed with dream pop, with hints of electronica. So a lot of it is kind of in the sort of vein as indie rock or alt rock, that sort of area. Big background of guitars. There's little bits of electronic stuff pushed in, which kind of spice it up, and then the vocals are kind of distant and mushy and done with quite a lot of reverb, which is where the dream pop reference comes in. Sometimes the processing on some of the instruments makes it sound like under the sea playing. It's kind of, there's a one track with the piano with that sound on it. It's quite odd, and it kind of feels out of the norm and out of kilter somewhat. The songs are mostly okay. I didn't object to them. There's some unusual lyrics at times. My favourite track was a track called Snakeskin, which has a different feel to the rest of the album, which might explain why it's my favourite track. One of the lines from that is, "I was born with a snake-like walk," which my immediate reaction to is, what? Because A, snakes can't walk, and B, people aren't born with a walk or able to walk when they're born. But the line before it was basically saying he was born with the ability to speak. So I think there's a kind of metaphor thing going here, and I think I'd say that the whole album is heavy on metaphor. Don't necessarily understand what's going on. So I didn't object to it. I didn't particularly take to it. I think the word that mostly describes my reaction is meh. It kind of passed me by. It was all right. So if I've offended you because this is your favourite album ever, your absolute favourite band, then please tell me why they are better than I am painting them to be, because I'd love to hear from somebody who actually gets it and sees the qualities that I do. But that's it from me for now.